Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Frostpunk in our The Tragedy of Winterhome series. The generator is once again operational, but it seems like its performance has fallen, so all of our heat zones will be 10% smaller. The next breakdown will be more difficult to repair and will have more severe consequences. Heat zone range has been reduced by 10%. That stinks. Well, let's go back up to Steam level 3, and let's go ahead and just jump up to range 2. And that might mitigate the problem a little bit. So the generator is coming back up to speed. Young and fragile. Sir, a doctor who tended to our children during the journey north, is here to talk to you about their evacuation. The youngest one should be evacuated to the Dreadnought immediately. I'm already focusing on it, dudes. Come on. The conditions here will only get worse, and we can't take risks with their health. You'll have 5 days to send 50 children to the Dreadnought. Yeah, there's already kids on the way, so this will be... I mean, we could send all the kids. We can just say, go now, children, be free. I'll have 5 days to do it. You know what? Let's go all in. Let's say I'm going to send all of them. Maybe that was a... I almost never make the big promises because they're so hard to keep. But we're already sending 30, and I think it should be relatively easy, especially with some of the stuff we're going to be doing to free up workers, research-wise. All right, good. Repair station efficiency is improving as well. Yeah, I feel like we're going to be all right in the grand scheme. All right, that heater is on now. Should have been on the whole time. That heater's also on. You know what? Hang on. All right, so we've got that set up. Let's hop around to the other ones too. All right, you're heating homes, so you should be on constantly. You're heating homes and a workplace. You are heating just workplaces. You are heating homes. You are heating medical buildings. You're heating houses. 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 And workplaces. And then didn't I set up one more? Yeah, over here. But, yeah, see, I could change the heat zone rating on these as well once it's researched, but that reminds me. Let's see if there's anything else we can do with our foreman. Not quite yet, it seems. Yeah, these places are definitely cold. Okay. Just need to see how much research we can get done with the amount of engineers we have remaining. Not the best situation that we're in, but we're going to just do our best. Also, yeah, see, the prosthetics so far, I have to say, they're taking their sweet time. Let's put it that way. Let's go ahead and turn the heater on at the factory so that people are contented there. The citizen became gravely ill. That sucks. Now, I could use rations again. Do I have a medical post working? No, I don't. Where else could I... We have 2 steam cores that I got back. Alright, this transport's about to arrive. Very good. Evacuation transport has reached the Dreadnought. Limited space. Sir, we have some bad news concerning the Dreadnought. The space aboard is limited. We can and should build additional cabins, but we won't be able to save everyone in Winterhome. The rumors about limited space are already circulating in the city. People are tense and anxious. Hope falls, discontent rises. Let's go ahead and use the propaganda center to keep that hope up a little higher. And I guess, yeah, let's have another look at the Dreadnought now. Need to send a ton of coal. Pause. What was that sound? That was the sound of a quest somewhere. Since one of the more recent patches, sometimes those will pop up and you can't always see. It's an odd thing. But we are almost done with Repair Station Efficiency 3, and then we can start looking at some of those other techs I've been talking about for ages and ages. So, what are we looking at here? Yeah, still making prosthetics. I could do a second factory, and once I could get these engineers back. Let's see, yeah, I need to send at least 2 engineers to the Dreadnought on the next transport, and at least 2 kids. So I'm going to need to take those engineers from these infirmaries. I hate to do it. But one thing I could do in the meantime to speed up research is plug them into my workshop. Speaking of workshops, I can probably very soon, use the foreman on the research stations again. Sir, a doctor is here to see you. He wants to speak with you about the child amputees. Some of our children had to undergo amputations and won't survive the perilous journey to the Dreadnought. To evacuate them, we have to provide them with prostheses, urgently. I'll see to it. Alright, so... Holy crap. We need to try and get everyone out of here if we can. There are so many kids, though. I'm a little bit worried about that situation. Now, let's see if I can go ahead and get this thing going. Not quite there yet, but it will be in a moment. What's this? Child crushed by a machine. There's been an accident. A child worker's been trapped and badly injured inside a machine. We have to stop the entire facility if we want to have a chance of saving the kid. We must try and save this child. Hope will rise slightly. Alright, so it's this one. Yeah, so the steam sawmill. Well, I mean, this doesn't need to be worked anyway. The sawmill doesn't have any resources in range. That can just be dismantled. But if I dismantle it, that might actually stop the event. So I'm going to wait. But that'll free up some of the kids that I need to send, so that works for me. Good. Repair station efficiency has been researched. Now let's take a moment to see what other technologies we can go for. Hunter's huts will employ fewer people, -5 workers. Seems like a really good idea. Let's go ahead and do it. That's the one that I've been looking forward to activating. And we have a ton of hunter's huts, so I'm going to go ahead and dismantle the ones that I'm not using, because they'll provide me more resources. And this doesn't have any resources either, so these kids can be freed up. Dismantle. Yeah, I completely forgot about those. They've been sitting there screaming at me like, you can dismantle them. I'm not always good about, like, every little red icon, like, reacting to them. And I should be, because that's what the entire purpose of them is.
Return your tools.
Okay, so we can go ahead and send a new transport, right? I need to send 2 engineers. And then we can send a bunch of kids. Seems like a good idea. Another thing that I could do, actually, is... we can come over here. We could reduce the number of kids working here to 1, so that it's not inoperative, and that event is still allowed to proceed. But then we can just have as many kids as possible fit on this transport. So there's that. And then we need to send... in order to make a new cabin deck, we need to send another steam core. And we don't quite have the steel. So we're going to send all of the steel that I've got. And we're going to have to let some more build up overnight. We do have the outpost working in our favor as well, so I'm glad that I set that up when I did. Provisions-wise, we have 670 available. Let's go ahead and just send about 500. That looks like it'll stay ahead of the curve slightly. And then coal-wise, we need to send a ton of coal. We only have that much storage at the moment, or that much that we can send at the moment. That's fine. So that will at least let some coal pile up. Let's go ahead and send that transport. Your lie is safe for now. Joy. Alright, so we need to send all the kids to the Dreadnought. And we need to provide all child amputees with prostheses before sending them to the Dreadnought. Now, we can't send them to the Dreadnought without the prostheses, so... Alright, we're seeing our progress here. It's kind of hard to read, but we're looking at 1322 coal, 125 of 500 people to the Dreadnought, and then 1,300 of 5,000 food rations to the Dreadnought. Alright, and we are, of course, out of steel. I already knew that. Thanks, game. Child worker rescued. Yay! We managed to get the child out of the machine here, alive, although gravely wounded. Let's hope that this kid will recover fully. What a relief. And now I can fully break down that steam sawmill. I can also go ahead and break down these medical posts. Now, I don't need any wood. One thing that I could potentially do, especially once I have more workers to do it with, is have some charcoal kilns going. I could. These cost steel to build, though. Didn't notice that. Dang it. Alright, well, never mind. Where's the steel coming from? It might be that it comes at a certain rate each day. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Rather than coming on in deliveries. That's kind of cool. That's the way it works. Frightened family. Sir, a family with children is going to the evacuation center to leave for the Dreadnought on their own. Father, I'm scared. I don't want to leave, cry the kids. Hush, dear, and be brave. We'll be safe if we get to the Dreadnought before all the cabins are full. 2 workers and 2 children will leave the city for the Dreadnought. Discontent will rise greatly. We need to stop them. They're not allowed to do that. They're just trying to leave on their own. Which, I mean, I can empathize, but guys, come on. Keep it together, people. Keep it together. And also, are we heating workplaces here? Nope, there's a home, so that needs to stay 24/7. Just making sure that I am good to go here. Yeah, we took care of the medical outposts out here. Are you running a heater? No, you're not, and you don't really need to. Okay, we have some unemployed workers, which we can set up. Let's put a few more in this coal mine. Could come in handy tomorrow. We're going to go to speed 3. What's that? That was a quest somewhere. Oh no, that was the Book of Laws. It's a very similar sound, but it's not the exact same sound. Alright, so we've got the propaganda center. The agitator does what again? Raises the efficiency of nearby workplaces by 20%. You need to build 3 agitators. Or we could go to adaptation and we could... The sick recover faster. I don't know if that's necessary, but it could be handy. I feel like what we need to focus on most is anything work-related, so maybe if we go to purpose and do an agitator, if it raises the efficiency of nearby workplaces, like we could do that near the repair station. It'd be amazing. Let's do that.
Hear me. New law in the city.
Alright, so these need to be positioned near any workplaces. Let's see. Yep, so the repair station and this research station here will be supported by that agitator, and then my other 3 workshops back here will be supported by this one. And I suppose, I mean, we definitely need as much steel as possible as soon as possible, so maybe having this one here would be a good idea. I don't know why these are invalid placement locations. Oh, that works well. Oh, man. Look how great that would be if we could just have it have a little bit more range. Alright, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do 1 here. And 1... Ooh, perfect. Look at that. Let's do 1 there. So that's actually a little bit more than I need. That's 4. but that's going to help with the efficiency of all those workplaces, so let's get them built. All right, we are starting a new workday. This time I'm going to be sure to use the foreman ability a little bit more wisely. It's negative 76 degrees. Holy crap. All right, we're in the process of researching hunting tactics.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
Yeah, we're starting to run low on coal, but we are producing more coal during the day, so we could definitely help this problem by going ahead and using foreman. This does eat up coal rations, but I think we can make do. Yeah, see, I think I do need to go ahead and get some charcoal kilns going because we don't have anything to do with our wood at this point. So converting it to coal is sounding better and better by the moment. So let's put some charcoal kilns nearby. A couple of them will be fine right there. Good. Hope rises, and that helps with pretty much everything, including research, and we're about to get a bunch of free workers. Gimme. Okay, awesome. So with that being done, let's see what else we can do. First of all, we need to add new research. Oh, and we need to use foreman on the researchers. Or I was saying I was going to be better about that. Oops. Okay, so we do need to bring in more food, absolutely. So flying hunters here is probably the next thing to do so that we bring in as much food as possible. Is there anything else that matters more than that right now? I feel like food is what's starting to slow down a little bit, but then again, so is coal. The steam coal mine is going to require steam cores, so that's probably not... Ooh, charcoal kilns will produce 33% more coal. I think the charcoal kilns will help the immediate issue. So I'm going to go with the flying hunter's gear so that we bring in more food first. That's my #1 priority. Let's go ahead and get those built, and then I do need to go ahead and pile some workers into some buildings here. The kilns as well will need workers. We're still getting prosthetics built. We have enough for everyone that is currently needing one. As a matter of fact, can I use foreman? I'm about to be able to use it. Good. Let's go ahead and say 20 prostheses. They take 10 steel each. They're not the cheapest. I have to say, they're not the cheapest. Yeah, we don't have a lot of coal at our disposal. We need to probably research more to help with that. We may even use our outpost team to switch back to the coal mine before long. Sir, my only son was sent to the Dreadnought. Could I go in the next transport to join him? His mother died in a great fire when it took our house. He has no one but me, and I'm afraid he won't survive alone. I'll send you in the next transport. Yep, that's fine. Okay, so it only requires 5 workers. Didn't know that. I thought it was going to be more... I thought it was going to be 10. So that's good. So that will help us bring in a little bit more coal. Especially because I'm about to use these. There we go. Alright, so we're 3 hours away from the next transport arriving. We're still about to hit our cap. We're doing much better coal-wise now that we have the kilns in place. That's good to see. Flying hunter's gear is doing pretty well research-wise as well. Can we use... Yep, let's use foreman. I kept mentioning this. Let's get that done. Of course, we have the agitators helping with research efficiency as well. I was kind of hoping we would finish this within the hour, but I don't think we're going to. We'd be very lucky. Nope, not quite. 10% more to go, sadly. That's flying hunter's gear. Gonna help us bring in more food. Good, evacuation transport has reached the Dreadnought. So now we can Yeah, we still need to send more steel in order to get the next round of cabins built. So we could max it out. We could say just send all the things. No. Minus. Let's send 300 exactly. That'll be enough to build the cabins. So we have people. We have room for people, pretty much. And we do need to send... I mean, hang on. I need to send at least one worker to the Dreadnought. Let's send 12 more kids. And you know what? I need to start freeing up the kids. That's one thing I can definitely do. So let's see where we have child workers at the moment. I'll go back to the transport in just a sec. Yeah, all these gathering posts. So we need to go ahead and have workers take over here for the kids. Okay, and... But you know what else we can do? We can go ahead and use patrol. Now it does seem that we have some sick people, so let's take a look at our patients. We need to go ahead and use some extra rations in order to get them healed, so that we can get this extra sick person into treatment, because we don't really have a way to treat him otherwise. It's saying that it's fully staffed right now, which is crazy. I'm guessing it's just because of... I mean, if we're fully staffed, let's get some engineers out of this and bloody plug them into the workshop, man. That way we'll get better research. And then eventually we can take the engineers out of our research stations. But I'm trying to do as much as I can research-wise before we take them out. Another thing I could do is I could use engineers to staff one of the workshops, but I think, or one of the medical posts, but I think what I'll do is hold off and just hope that the current repair station staff can handle what's needed. Okay, so back to this. We now have several more kids that can be sent. Matter of fact... Alright, good. We provided all child amputees with prostheses. We need to send all the kids to the Dreadnought, though. Every last one of them. And we still have room for more, so... Hang on. Where else do we have kids working? Right here? Yeah, let's have them... stop what they're doing. Alright, now we only have room for 4 more. But if we can make them kids, I would prefer to do that. Yep. So the efficiency of that gathering post just went down slightly, but that's okay. Alright, so 50 kids. And the thing is, we need to send at least one worker on the next transport, so 1 worker, so 49 kids. One child just got pulled back off so that this dad could be reunited with his son. Hope you're happy, buddy. I hope you are happy. Alright, so we need to send at least 1 worker. Send coal to the Dreadnought. Yeah, we have more to do in that regard. Hang on. Alright, so we're sending the steel. I could send another one. Another steam core, that is. Only counts as 1 on the resource pile. That's nice. I was thinking it would take up more space than that. You could send additional provisions, which it seems like are going to be necessary. Let's go ahead and send 3 on 71 food. That will make people hungry around here, but we're researching flying hunter's gear, so should still be okay. Plus, we're not having to feed... I mean, technically the people still bringing in food here should be able to feed the people that are eating here more easily. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wait, hang on. We're still short 1. How's that? We don't have anyone available. I guess we could free up a child somewhere. We can go bring that kid back. Where is he? He was here in... Yeah, it was this one. Okay. Just kidding, kid. I'm not going to be that mean. Come on back. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to send you off. You kept your promise and sent the father to join his child. Hope rises. I didn't see a hope jump. Oh, there it goes. Unfair treatment. Sir, a large group of angry people wants to leave the city and go to the Dreadnought on their own. They feel cheated because you gave priority to some people getting on the evacuation transports. No more playing God, shouts a worker, shaking his grease-stained fist. You won't get to judge who'll be saved and who'll die anymore. A large group of people will leave the city. Discontent will rise greatly. Hope will fall greatly. Let them go. We'll manage. Just gotta let them go. Got to let them go. Alright, so we had some people, it looks like, I can't tell how many people left, but it seems like we have significantly fewer people hanging out. At least we still have 30 people at the repair station, thank God. Hang on, let's just take a look at our workers and see who is working where. I think what I probably need to do is go ahead and break down some of these hunters' hangars in order to free up the people working them. We still need the hunters to be at maximum efficiency for reasons I've described. And it looks like we need the steam coal thumper back online. There's no one to work the cookhouse. That sucks. Yeah, the guard station got completely abandoned. That's annoying. Let's break down this one as well. I hate to do it, because, I mean, we were just gonna... This guy's just wrecked my plans. They're messing with me. A lot more interaction, in a bad way, from the population this time around, I have to say. Alright, so let's have those guard stations continue. And I think that puts us in a pretty good spot. Yeah, we don't have any rations at the moment, so people are going to get hungry for the time being, but we're bringing in more food at the end of the day, so... Should be good. Alright, well, we are about 27 minutes into this episode. I will stop this one here, and in the next one, we are maybe going to finish sending the kids to the Dreadnought. We need to convert more decks to cabins as we continue here, but people are getting madder and madder at me. All I'm trying to do is save their lives. I don't know why they're so pissy. But this workshop, I guess, can be broken down, because there's no people to work it anymore. So yeah, we definitely lost some... Definitely lost some engineers in that last little exodus. Very frustrating. And also our steam wall drill is no longer functioning, so we don't have any wood incoming. That's very annoying. Hang on. Before I end this, I've got to see if I can pull workers from other locations. Yeah, 7 available. Let's have at least 7 people working that. Yeah, and the next one we're going to see if we can just keep sending people along. That group really shouldn't have left. Things would have been just fine. I was just trying to make sure that the right thing was done, but I guess I gave unfair treatment. Depends how you look at it, I suppose. People are going to disagree. This is why we have politics. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.